Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. So in this video today, I will be predicting it'll be my predictions for this weekend pretty much. Obviously my last video was 8 days ago, just is due to the international break and also because I just graduated from my undergrad course in Cheltenham. I'm very pleased with that. That's finally happened. If I can just get my fixture predictions up for a second. I'm just gonna before I get underway with my predictions, I'm just gonna see how I did from round 11. I should have done this in my previous video, but it doesn't matter really anyway. I thought I'd save it for this one. I don't know. I have to go through it anyway. So let's see how I did before I get underway with my predictions. Okay. So the first game was a game I went to watch live. It will be uploaded to the channel eventually, my vlog for it. I've just been so busy with other stuff recently, and yeah, like I said, it'll be uploaded eventually when I have the time. So yeah, so it was Southampton versus Aston Villa at St Mary's. It was 1-0 to Southampton, and I predicted 2-1 to Southampton. So I get a total of 1 point there. Remember, out of 10 rounds so far, I'm only on 53 points, so I really need to do better than that. But it's not easy predicting, that's for sure. But oh well. So yes, so I get 1 point for that because I got the outcome right. I said home win, but I didn't get the scoreline right, so that's only the 1 point there. Manchester United against Manchester City, the Manchester derby, which I had down as 4-1 to Manchester City, and it ended 2-0 to Manchester City. So I get another point for that. That leads me on to onto 1 point there. So I'm on 2 points as it stands for this weekend. For round 11, sorry, so far. So yeah, 2-0 Man City. I had it as down as 4-1 Man City against Man United at Old Trafford. So I'm on 2 points for that. Next was Chelsea against Burnley. And this was a match I wasn't very impressed with, given the fact, obviously, I am a supporter of the Blues in the Premier League. Had it down as 2-1 to us. It ended 1-1, so I get no points for that, and I was very frustrated after the game because I thought it was a wasteful performance from Chelsea. So no points there. Next was Crystal Palace Wolves, which I had down as a 1-1 draw at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace won the match 2-0, so I get no points there either. That's a huge shame. And then Brentford against Norwich, I had down as a 2-2 draw, and it ended 2-1 to Norwich. So Norwich's first Premier League win of the season. And yeah, that was not good news there. So I get no points for that either. After that, I had down Brighton Newcastle, which I had down as 1-0 to Brighton. It ended 1-1, so I get no points for that. Bloody hell. So yeah, no points for Chelsea Burnley. No points for Crystal Palace Wolves. No points for Brentford Norwich, and no points for Brighton Newcastle. And also no points for Everton Tottenham. Antonio Conte's first game in charge at Spurs. I had that down as 2-1. No, sorry, I had that down as 2-1, sorry, to Tottenham. I thought it'd be Conte's first win of the season. Antonio Conte's first win as Spurs manager in the Premier League, and it was 0-0. So the no trophies derby ended 0-0. So I got that one completely wrong as well. Leeds Leicester, I had down as 2-1 to Leicester away, and it ended a 1-1 draw. So I also get no points for that. Arsenal Watford, I had down as a home win for Arsenal, 3-0, but it ended 1-0 to the Gunners. So I get 1 point for that. And then West Ham, Liverpool, I had down as 5-2 to Liverpool, and it was 3-2 to West Ham. They've been absolutely flying. They were absolutely flying that game. And it was, yeah, ended 3-2 to West Ham, and I also get no points for that. So a pretty disappointing round once more. So that leads me up to 56 points overall, which again is shambolic. Given that I was on 53 after round 10. And yeah, it's I didn't get any 3 points correct spot on predictions there from round 11. So not good enough at all, in my opinion. Okay, so we move on to round 12, which this weekend coming. And the first match of the weekend is Chelsea. And we are playing Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. It's Leicester versus Chelsea tomorrow at 12:30. I will definitely be watching this. And this, I'm going to be honest, despite that Leicester have had a pretty poor start to the season, they could turn up against us. And on their day, Leicester are absolutely magnificent. So I don't know what's going to happen. So oh, okay, okay. So well, okay, so well, from what I've seen on the news, Tillemans is injured for Leicester, a calf injury most likely till December. Fofana's still injured, an ankle till January, and just James Justin still has a knee injury, and it's unknown when he will be back. As for Chelsea, Mason Mount has a wisdom tooth, while Timo Werner is still recovering from a hamstring. He could be back this weekend, Timo, but it's unlikely. We don't know if he is yet. Lukaku still has an ankle injury. He might be back yet tomorrow, but it's very unlikely that Romelu will be back tomorrow. Same with Kovacic, because Mateo Kovacic has a hamstring, and it's unknown when he will be back. So we could be playing Kai Havertz up front again, and this could be really difficult for us because Leicester will surely 100% have Vardy in front, and Iheanacho could be playing as well. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea drop points tomorrow. I honestly wouldn't be surprised at all. Not that I want to be pessimistic, and the fact that Leicester have been terrible so far this season for their standards, given how brilliant they have been the last 2 seasons. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they pull an upset on us tomorrow. And we are the league leaders, but that's the thing. We need Timo or Romelu back tomorrow because next week we're playing Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. Werner did train ahead of the Leicester game, and he could be back, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was on the bench tomorrow and then he comes on like the second half or some sort. As for Romelu Lukaku, well, Thomas Tuchel has said earlier today that he's very close to return from injury, but he shouldn't be back tomorrow. He should be back for next Sunday's meeting when we face Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. So, and he could be back for the Juventus Champions League game next week. Okay. So I don't think tomorrow, and it depends if he can perform tomorrow against Leicester. Leicester, I know, will have Jamie Vardy playing, surely, as with Kelechi Iheanacho. Oh, okay. I'm going to be honest. I hate to say this because I don't want to be pessimistic or anything, but I actually think we're going to drop points tomorrow. I really hate to say this. I honestly think we're going to draw for a second game in a row. See, that's why I'm annoyed that we didn't put that Burnley game to bed. But Leicester are a much better team than Burnley, in my opinion, and this could be tricky. They will be playing Vardy and Iheanacho, and surely Harvey Barnes, Madison's back, and Ndidi will be there, surely. And in the back five of Schmeichel, Soyuncu, Johnny Evans, Timothy Castagna, and Ricardo Pereira. Well, personally, I think Soyuncu, Castagna, and Pereira are much better than Johnny Evans right now. But no, I honestly think we're going to drop points tomorrow because we have that huge clash next week against Juventus, which I think Thomas Tuchel is going to want to win. And then we have Manchester United next week. I know United have been so poor recently, and I think Ollie could be gone if they lose to or draw against Watford this weekend. But it's a huge clash when we play Man United next week. So, and Juventus in the Champions League. I think we're going to drop points tomorrow. I honestly think we are. I'm going to go with 1-1. Given how defensive our team is, and I can't see us conceding so many goals, despite the fact because of the fact that we have the best defense in the league right now. But I honestly think for a second game in a row, we're going to drop points. I am going to go with Leicester 1, Chelsea 1. I really hope my boys in blue prove me wrong. Really hope they prove me wrong. But I think it's going to be 1-1 between Leicester and Chelsea tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going with 1-1. But I hope my boys in blue, Thomas Tuchel's men, prove me wrong and we get a brilliant away win tomorrow. But this game will not be easy at all. And Leicester, given the difficult start they've had to the season, they could really turn up tomorrow, and it'll push them into the top half of the table as well. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I'm going with Leicester 1, Chelsea 1. The next game is Newcastle against Brentford. It'll be Eddie Howe's first game in charge for the Toon Army, and I think it will be, finally, Newcastle's first win of the season. Brentford have been struggling recently, and I think Eddie Howe will be up for it tomorrow at home against a side that haven't looked as good as they were in the first quarter of the season when they looked so impressive, Brentford. I think this will be Newcastle's first win of the season, and I am going to go with 2-0. No, sorry, not 2-0. I'm going to go with 2-1 to Newcastle, and I think it will be. Eddie Howe giving the Toon Army their first win of the season. I'm going with 2-1 to Newcastle tomorrow. I think it'll be a home win. Okay, Burnley against Crystal Palace. Now, Palace have looked really good recently. They just beat Wolves 2-0 for their last Premier League match. They're playing Burnley. Away, though, so that could be difficult for Crystal Palace. So, actually, yeah, this could be tough for Crystal Palace. This really could be tough for Palace. Burnley away for Palace. Burnley away. It wouldn't shock me, though, if this is Burnley's second win of the season. You know what? I'm going to be bold. I know Palace have played so well recently under Patrick Vieira, but I think Burnley will have. I think Burnley will be up for it tomorrow. You know what? I'm going to go with 1-0 to Sean Dyche's men, and that's nothing against Palace because they've played so well recently. But I actually think this could be. Although they have been unbeaten in their last 5 games, Crystal Palace. That's the only thing, though. But they could have a blip tomorrow against Burnley, and a lot of decent top half teams with your likes of Palace, Wolves, Leicester, right now Everton, Brighton, etc. All that area, they do have blips against the lower teams, and I think this could be one of them for Crystal Palace. Yeah, I'm going to go with a home win for Burnley. I honestly am. I'm going to go with 1-0 to Sean Dyche's men. Bold prediction, but I'm going to go for it. I like doing bold predictions anyway because it just makes it a bit more dramatic for social media and the fans to react to it. But that's what I think anyway. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Burnley for that. Okay, the next match is Aston Villa against Brighton. It will be Steven Gerrard's first game in charge, and they are facing Brighton, who have had such an impressive start to the season. But that's the question. Can Stevie G deliver first time out for Villa? And they're playing Brighton, who are currently 7th in the league. They've had a very impressive start to the season, Brighton. Will Gerrard do it for Villa? I'm going to go with a home win as well. I'm going to go. I think Villa are going to bounce back from their 5 defeats in a row as well against Dean Smith. Yeah, I think Villa are going to bounce back tomorrow. I am going to go with 2-0. I'm going to go with 2-0 to Villa. I think they'll beat Brighton tomorrow. I think they will beat Brighton tomorrow, but it won't be easy because Brighton have had an impressive start to the season. That's for sure. But no, I think I think Gerrard is going to deliver tomorrow. I think it'll be his first win at Villa. Villa's first win under Stevie G. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with a home win for Aston Villa against Brighton tomorrow. 2-0. Okay, Watford against Manchester United. If Manchester United drop points tomorrow, at least against Watford at Vicarage Road, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really is in trouble. And I mean, he really is in trouble. The thing is, yes, but Watford are in trouble as well. I know they're that impressive win over Everton, but if they beat United tomorrow, Ollie's really in trouble. I'm going to be honest, I do think United are going to win tomorrow against Watford. Watford are really struggling at the moment, even though Ranieri got that impressive away win against Everton. As for Manchester United, they've also been really struggling at the moment. Obviously, 5-0 to Liverpool, lost 4-2 to Leicester, 2-0 to Manchester City. Their best result recently was, of course, their 2-0 win against Tottenham at White Hart Lane, or the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, as most people would say it. And that obviously costed Nuno Espirito Santo his job at Spurs. Sorry, not 2-0, 3-0. What the hell am I talking about? Anyway, I am going to go with I'm going to go. I do think as much as United aren't playing well at the moment, I do think they'll be too strong for Watford tomorrow. I am going to go with. I am going to go with Watford. I'm going to go with Watford. Actually, I don't know. Actually, maybe Watford might score. I think it'll be a crazy game, not gonna lie. I'm gonna go with Watford 2, Manchester United 4. Crazy game, but I'm going with an away win for United because I think they'll be too strong for Watford anyway. Wolves against West Ham at Molineux. Now, this will be tricky because Wolves, despite the defeat to Crystal Palace, I think Wolves could bounce back. They're back at home. West Ham have been absolutely superb there recently. And in my opinion, despite the fact that Chelsea are top of the table, in my opinion, West Ham are the team to watch at the moment in the Premier League. They've got the best striker in the league right now at the moment in Mikel Antonio. They've been formidable, West Ham. But can they get an impressive away win against Wolves tomorrow? And that's a tough one. I'm going to go with. I do think West Ham are going to drop points tomorrow, but I don't think they're going to lose. I'm going to go with. I think it'll be. Again, I think it will be a crazy game. I'm going to go with Wolves 2, West Ham 2. I think. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw at Molineux between Wolves and West Ham. Okay, Norwich against Southampton. Dean Smith's first game in charge at the club. And Dean Smith is facing for a second time in a row Southampton, because his last game for Aston Villa was against Southampton at St Mary's, of course, which he lost 1-0, and that costed Dean Smith his job at Aston Villa. Will Dean Smith get revenge? And part of me thinks, I actually think he could. Norwich are so bad right now, but they were impressive against Brentford, even though it was still not the best, in my opinion, not the best of results for Norwich. And Norwich, for me, are still going down this season. Can they stop Southampton's unbeaten run, though? That's what I'm questioning to myself. Dean Smith, will he get revenge? See, I don't think he will. And plus, I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to go with a. Also going to go with a 1-1 draw here between Norwich and Southampton. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw between Norwich and Southampton. Right. So that leaves me with 3 games to go. The last one of Saturday, Liverpool against Arsenal, and then that leaves me with the 2 games for Sunday, Manchester City against Everton, and then Tottenham against Leeds. I'm going to be honest, and this is why I think the title race will be so close this season. And annoyingly, I have predicted Chelsea to drop points tomorrow against Leicester. I honestly think we're going to draw 1-1 tomorrow at the King Power Stadium. And I think, I don't know how Havertz is going to do up front when Leicester are going to have Iheanacho and Vardy up front. Lukaku's not going to be back tomorrow. And Werner, he should be returning, but it's doubtful. And I don't know if will he turn up tomorrow. I'm not sure. So that's why I've gone with a 1-1 draw, and I think Leicester will turn up tomorrow at least with a point. But as for Liverpool and Manchester City, I'm both going for home wins. I think Liverpool are going to beat Arsenal, no problem. However, I do think this is going to be a goal fest. I am going to go. Well, actually, I don't know. Actually, given how depends on how Van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold, and Robertson do, and Alisson, of course, against Aubameyang, Lacazette, Saka, and Emile Smith-Rowe. But I know Arsenal have been really impressive recently, and they have been unbeaten. And they've also had 3 wins in a row. They could cause an upset, against Liverpool. But personally, after Liverpool's defeat against West Ham last time out as well, I think Klopp's side will bounce back tomorrow. Oh, I don't know. And with Chelsea, in my opinion, dropping points against Leicester tomorrow, I think Liverpool will close that gap right up tomorrow to a point. 2 points, sorry. But I still think Liverpool are going to be too strong for Arsenal, in my opinion. I am going to go with. I know the scoreline might say. Actually, I don't. It's so hard. Oh, okay. There will be goals there, in my opinion, but it depends on how brilliantly Van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold, and Robertson perform. Because in my opinion, Virgil van Dijk is still the best centre back on the planet. Oh, okay. I'm going to go with bold prediction as well, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go with Liverpool 5. Because the thing is, Liverpool and Arsenal are known for their amount of goals against each other as well. I'm not saying I should consistently focus on history and the past. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go with Liverpool. A bold prediction. I'm going to go with Liverpool 5, Arsenal 3. Very bold prediction, but I think there's going to be goals in that match tomorrow at Anfield. But I still think, despite the scoreline, I still think Liverpool are going to be too strong for Arsenal tomorrow. And that leaves me with 2 games to go. Manchester City against Everton, which I'm going for a home win for City. I think City will beat Everton no problem on Sunday. I'm going to go with 4-1 to Manchester City. Yeah, 4-1 to Manchester City against Everton tomorrow. I think it will be a home win for the citizens against the Evertonians, the Toffees. And I think City are going to be too strong for Everton on Sunday, home win. And that leaves me with Leeds again. Sorry, that leaves me with Tottenham against Leeds at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and I do think this will be Antonio Conte's first win for Spurs in the Premier League. As for Leeds, have they got their likes of Patrick Bamford back in the squad? Because if they're still injury stricken for the Tottenham game, then I think Tottenham are going to win on Sunday, no problem, against Leeds. Let's have a look. To Spurs, I actually think it will be 3-0 to Tottenham, and I think Antonio Conte will comfortably get his first win in the Premier League for Spurs, for his new club. So that is my predictions for this weekend. And now I've got 3 live streams to look forward to this weekend. One of them maybe not so much because I don't know how the hell Chelsea are going to perform against Leicester tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. At least the good news is, though, of course, is that after the international break, the Premier League is once again back. And we're hopefully going to have very good games coming up. So, yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. And I will catch you later. Cheerio.